What's up YouTube people, it is Maxine here, and for this week's video I thought that since prom season is among us, that I would talk about my terrible junior prom experience. Dun dun dun! So I went to prom my junior and senior year because my school offered it. Senior year, I will just say, was awesome. Junior year, terrible. I do want to make a disclaimer and say that I'm not using actual people's names because I don't think that anything that happened in this was done spitefully. Let's just get right into it, shall we? So my junior year, two of my friends and I, named Cece and Jessica, we decided that we were going to have a group and we were all going to go to prom together. We had decided that beforehand we were going to go out to eat together and possibly take pictures together. Now, Cece and Jessica both got asked to prom, and yours truly did not get asked to prom. As the time got closer, Cece decided that her and her date were no longer going to join me and Jessica's date to the eating thing. Well, that was going to leave me being the awkward third wheel. So I talked to Jessica and I was like, if you don't want me to come, please let me know, because I would rather you say, hey, you know, this might be a little bit awkward with you going, than me going and you being like, man, I wish you didn't come. So she was like, oh, no, Maxine, we really want you to come. So I was like, awesome, we're all set, this is good. Gonna make the best of my third wheeling, right? Wrong. The night before prom, Jessica texts me and says, actually, I think it would be awkward if you came with us to dinner. And I, being the very understanding person that I am, I was like, it's okay, that's fine. No worries. So prom night came. First of all, I would just like to say that I am a very self-confident person, but junior prom, man, I did not feel that I looked good no matter what anybody was telling me. Here's a picture here so you can see what I'm talking about. So that kind of like started the night off not good as is. My mom was kind enough to drive me to prom, so I went into prom and I was excited because I knew that my friends, my group of people that I was supposed to be meeting with, were going to be there and that we were actually going to have a good time being there. You know, the beginning might not have gone as I had planned, but I was darn ready to have a fantastic time and just dance the night away. And then I met up with Cece and Jessica and their dates, and Cece and her date decided that they would just kind of run off together and they left me. And then Jessica and her date decided that they wanted to go outside and walk around, and instead of having a good time dancing with friends and being crazy, I was left to be there awkwardly trying to have a good time by myself. But it wasn't until a couple days later that I found out, wow, I really got screwed over. I went to school and Cece and Jessica were talking to each other about the prom pictures that they took together. I was at prom the whole time, I didn't see them take pictures together, and then Cece proceeded to tell me that after her and her date got done eating and Jessica and her date got done eating, they decided to meet up and go for ice cream and take pictures together without inviting me. When I found this out, I was just really angry and upset because my friends knew that I was going by myself and they just completely left me out all the way around. And they didn't even bother to take into consideration my feelings, even though I made sure that I went out of my way to make sure that everything was going according to plan for them. But I just want to say that if you're going to prom, make sure that you're going with a group of people that genuinely care about your well-being and that they are going to make sure to include you in everything, and just learn from my mistake. I certainly did, because the next year when Cece and Jessica asked me if I wanted to go to prom with their group of people, I said no. Yeah, so this was my crappy junior prom experience. Also, I just want to say thank you all so much for 800 subscribers. It's amazing, and I'm just so thankful that you all are willing to stick around. So thank you so much for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do so. It would be much appreciated on this end. That's all for this video. So stay fresh and bye!